everyone and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. This is going to be my Christmas get ready with me. Last year is probably the only year that since I started filming really, that I hadn't done a Christmas look. And to be honest with you, I tried to film this video the other day. So I'm refilming it today while I've got more time and people aren't coming and going in the house. So it's going to be better. I didn't like how I filmed it the other day. On top of that, other than that, I haven't touched my makeup for like 3.5 months. The video where I uploaded where I had the orange hair and the orange lips, that was the last time I put makeup on, really, other than when I filmed this the other day. But I did not like how the video turned out. My makeup was okay, but I didn't like how the video turned out. I was in too much of a rush. So, and I also didn't have my nails on, but now I've actually put my Christmas nails on. So, you know, it's fitting. So I didn't like how that turned out. So other than that, I haven't touched my makeup for like 3.5 months because I don't. That video was filmed. I had the footage for like 2.5 weeks. Then I edited it. Then I didn't upload it for like another 2 or 3 weeks. So that video honestly was sitting in my camera for like 5 weeks. I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation today. This is in the shade 110. This is going to be slightly too pale for me because I actually have the slightest bit of a tan because naturally it's coming into summer. So when the weather's really nice, which it often hasn't been either, I tend to go sit outside. Even as you can see, compared to my neck, it is, I don't know how well you can tell on camera, but my neck is still quite a bit darker than the rest of my face. So yeah, if I get any darker, I'm gonna need to get another foundation, which is another reason why I haven't been wearing makeup. So it's the middle of summer and I don't want to be too over the top. Concealer, I'm going to put my eye primer on, and unfortunately because my nails are so long, I'm gonna have to use a brush. So this is the Real Techniques, I think the base shadow brush is what it's called. So I'm just using my M.A.C Soft Ochre Paintpot. This is the only eye primer I ever use. I literally cannot use anything else because my eyes are way too oily. So I really want to try the Morphe one because I've heard people say it's pretty much the exact same thing. But if it is anything slightly different to this, it's not going to work. The Morphe one is so much cheaper. I mean, this lasts me so long that like the price is worth it. But like the Morphe one is so much cheaper and much more accessible. I basically can't get this color anywhere in Australia. I've got to like order it online from M.A.C itself because there's no M.A.C counters anymore, at least around where I am. And like M.A.C only sells a color Painterly. I'm gonna use some concealer. This is the Essence Camouflage Matte Concealer. This is in the shade Light Rose, which is perfect for me. It's slightly pink, which is good for under my eyes. It's perfect for like a really highlighted look when I am very fair, which I had been like 99% of the year. So unfortunately, again, thankfully this is a really cheap concealer and I actually like it. So if I do have to buy a darker color, I can afford that. So just because the tops of my cheeks are so red, I'm gonna put a little bit more down here just because I want that covered up. And then on my nose. The sponge I'm using is from Kmart, by the way. I bought a big set of them last year. They're okay. I mean, obviously they work, but after Christmas, I'm going to go and buy a much better sponge because let's get real, they don't. They take more product off, which is why I'm still layering concealer. They take more product off. It absorbs too much for my liking, but right at this very moment, all of my spending money allowance has been going towards Christmas presents. Because this brush is so pointed, I use this to put a heap of powder down beside my nose, down beside my nose, because it's like the only brush that gets in the crevices of my nose. Sometimes I will even like squeeze it and really rub it in because I always miss the crevices of my nose. That's why I put some extra concealer there. The crevices of my nose go in really deep and I never get product fully in there. For the rest of my face, I am going to use my Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. This is so old. The new packaging is like a real nice limey green. This is one of my favorite powders, but this is so old. Like, I'm trying desperately to use up my makeup so I can go buy some more stuff. But my other two powders that I have are incredibly pale. And this is the only one I have that will kind of like add color and darken my foundation to actually make it look okay. So I don't go all the way up to my forehead. As you can see, it looks really stupid now, but when my like hair is done and properly and my fringe is straightened and everything, you literally cannot tell. Only if I'm like going somewhere super special, which literally never happens, do I put my makeup all the way to my forehead. But I never do. Skincare, yes. Makeup, no. I'm gonna do my brows first because, to be honest, how my brows turns out will determine how the rest of my makeup goes. I try and do this as light as possible. However, I am using an auburn colored brow pomade thing. I am struggling so hard to find like a good eyebrow color. It's not the formula that's a problem, it's the color. Auburn shades are too red. Like, my hair's lost a lot of, this is all my natural color. My hair's lost a lot of that intense red. Light colors look too green, but medium brown looks too dark. So I need like a slightly warmer toned light brown. If anyone has any idea, please let me know. This is literally just one from Temu that was like an auburn shade. So in order to make this match my hair, normally I will use an auburn colored brow product like this and then go over the top with like a brunette colored brow gel, but I am out of my brow gel currently. My last one was completely empty and I thought I had a backup. Turns out that was my backup. So unfortunately, I don't have my brow gel, so that typically makes my brows match even more. I tried to go as light as possible, and once I have my glasses on and my fringe straightened, it should look a lot better. I waited over 2 hours for our maintenance bloke to stop mowing the lawns so I could film this video, and now the kid over the road's mowing, so I do apologize if you can hear it. I really doubt that you can, but if you do hear some mower noises, it's the kid over the road. Bronzer, I'm using this e.l.f. bronzer. I believe this is one of those primer infused bronzers. Don't quote me on that because this again's years old. This is in the color Forever Sunkissed. I do love this. Like, if I drop this in a shattered, I would definitely buy another one. Like, I really like this one. I hate trying to bronze my face because this side goes perfect and almost sculpted, and this side my face still looks quite fat around here. I have one more wisdom tooth on this side that needs to be removed, but it's in an extremely difficult position and I need an oral surgeon to do it, and it's super expensive and it's going to be quite hard. Like, it's a difficult surgery for them to do regardless whether it's in the chair or in the OR. So I think that's why this side of my face still stays quite swollen, because as soon as I had this one, I only had top wisdom teeth. I literally never created bottom ones. As soon as this top one was out, the swelling went down in my face. So I'm pretty sure that's why this side is like that. I'm going to use my M.A.C blush in the color Peaches. This is so old, I'm not even kidding. This is like over 10 years old. I should probably throw it out, but it's the only blush I own now because I got rid of most of my makeup, and this is the color I kept. I would 100% repurchase this. It's beautiful. Now for face highlighter, and I'm going to use it on my eyes as well, but for the time being, I'm doing my face. I'm using my Becca. This is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. This is Jacqueline's color that she created. I was a huge Jaclyn Hill fan as a teenager. She was like one of the few people who actually taught me how to put some makeup on and stuff. So I'm using this for the gold tint. Typically this is too dark, but right now I think that's okay. Okay, well, I was talking to my mum. She just called me. I just put my hair up and I'm gonna do it in a minute, but I just pulled it up more, so that's why it looks a bit funny. Anyway, I'm gonna do my eyes now. So first thing I'm gonna do, I am using my Kat Von D Shade Light palette. Now this is very well used, very old, one of my original palettes, and it's still like the original packaging she had. This is extremely old, to be honest. Probably should go in the bin, because it's like getting to the point where it's like chalky, but I refuse to throw it out. I want to get my money's worth out of it, so I'm going to use this chocolatey brown at the top and just start off with that on my eyes. So this is like, it's supposed to be neutral, cool and warm. I don't want to use the neutral brown here. I want to use the warmer, darker brown, just because I am doing golds and stuff like that. I don't want to actually put the red over the top because I want this to be brown. I don't want it to be red. So I am just going to use little bits at a time of that warmer brown. Rightio, so as a like sticky base for my lid, because I still to this day like using sticky bases, I have my NYX Jumbo Pencil in pure gold. This is literally like the best thing ever. I'm using it on a brush again because I've got my very long nails on. I'm just going to like paint this on my lid. So I'm doing one eye at a time because I like to do it like that. And the gold on my lid that I am using is going to be the Champagne Pop highlighter again. This is like one of my favorite golds ever to use on my lid, particularly at Christmas, because it's gold, but it's not like super intense. It's probably a color that I love the most. And I know, again, this product is super old, should probably go in the bin. That's probably why it's not as metallic anymore, because it's getting really chalky, but I just can't give this up. Like, this was like nearly $90. Like, these are not cheap. And I also know Becca doesn't exist anymore, so it's not like I can just go out and rebuy it. I've got this like fat, angled, fluffy brush sort of thing, and I'm just using this light color on my inner corner because I need like the coverage of an eyeshadow, like pigment sort of thing on my inner corners, because in my inner corners are so dark. So on my lower lash line, I'm going to do a little bit of color. This is how I can incorporate some color into my makeup for going to work. This is more work appropriate. I forgot to say that in the beginning. This is to be more work appropriate because, I mean, this is probably even too much for what they want, but you know what? It's Christmas and I'm just having fun. So I only unfortunately have a neon green eyeliner. I don't have like a normal green. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw this on my lower lash line ever so slightly, just for like a sticky base. Again, I like sticky base sort of things. And then I've got the ColourPop So Jaded palette. I've been trying different variations of different green eyeshadows, and the color Jade is what I'm going to put over the top. So this is kind of like a khaki olive green or jade color. That will tone this down to make it a little bit more of a wearable green. Just a little bit, drawing on both lower lashes. So I've got this flat brush and I am just going to blend this into my lashes first. And to be honest, this eyeliner is really cool. You might not be able to see it, but it's really cool because it matches my hair pretty much. So if you were wanting something a bit brighter, that's it. I really feel like doing eyeliner today because I did like eyeliner the other day, and like honestly I hate taking it off. It is such a mess, and I'm coming home at midnight. I don't want to be spending an extra 10 minutes taking my makeup off, so I'm not actually going to do eyeliner today, but I'm going to put something on my waterline just because I need to. This is a Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't quite read it. I think it says Highliner Gel Crayon, but you may not even be able to notice. It was just enough to like clean up my waterline, but I didn't feel like putting a white there. I mean, you can't even notice, it's extremely light. It's basically just putting like metallic pigment there. There is a part of me that just wants to do a red lip, but I'm going to be taking this off to go to work because I know for a fact bright red lips is not something that my workplace will accept. What I did the other day was I just used a tiny bit of this. This is the only other red I've got. This is the Fenty Cream Gloss Bomb thing in the color Fruit Snacks. I ended up wiping it off because everything bleeds. Like even these things that dried down, even liquid lipsticks turn back to liquid because I talk so much. And I'm not a drooling when I talk kind of person, but that's part of the reason why I just don't wear makeup much anymore. Lip products do not stay. Everything, even if I wear lip liners, lip primers, even actual liquid lipsticks that dry down, they eventually turn liquidy in the middle, they go all over my teeth, and they still then basically turn back to a lipstick and bleed outside my lips, and they go everywhere. So typically that is what I would have done, was just this and like smeared it on my lips. My fringe, and I've put my work shirt on, and you know what, I'm actually not hating the red lips. Apart from my orange look, this is the first time I've done a bright lip color again in years. Like I have been playing it safe with my makeup the last few years. The few tutorials I've done, it was very safe because mainly I was going to work, and I actually am not hating it. I might leave it on. So yeah, this is my hair right now. The green has faded a bit because I have had it green for about 3 weeks now. So I could probably put another layer in, but I want to be able to change the color in a few weeks. So it's obviously still going to be green for Christmas. But I still want it to be able to fade, so that's why I only do one layer. I probably could have waited till this week, but you know what, that way it was done for Christmas and for New Year. I like it. Through my hair today, I'm going to just put my hair up in a decently high ponytail because I don't like my hair being down. I am not the kind of person, and that's also because I was raised to not have my hair down. My mum was the kind of person that like I was not allowed to wear my hair down every day. My hair had to be tied up, had to be tied back. When it was really long when I was a kid, it had to be in two plaits. You know, my hair wasn't allowed to be wet instantly as soon as I got out of the shower. It had to be blow dried, blah blah blah. Anyway, I have my red and white scrunchie which is going in my hair. But Christmas Day, because I'm not wearing makeup, well, probably not going to, I'm going to braid my hair, the top layer of my hair, into 3 little braids and then secure that up and do it like that. Now I'm going to change my little sleepers. So I've had these colored studs in for a few days. These are just really cheap Kmart ones, and I deliberately alternated them. So the green's in the second, red's in the third here, and then I've got them the other way around on this side. They're okay. So I've got these little tiny snowmen studs I'm going to put in. I've had these since I was like 7, I believe. My grandmother bought me these, I'm not sure. I don't even know where they're from. I've had these for years and years. Because they're my other Christmas earrings are a bit dangly and I'm not allowed to wear them to work. And I was going to like wear them all week, but I had to re-pierce this ear, the bottom hole, the other day, and it's only just today stopped being sore. Last but not least, I do wear an Apple Watch. I buy so many bands. I've got a Halloween band, I've got everything. So I do have this Christmas band, which is probably like one of the cheapest ones I could find because some of those printed ones are expensive. So it's really good anyway. I've been wearing it, so I'm putting this on. I just wish, and I know this is going to sound really dumb, I just wish some things weren't always like snow related, because it doesn't snow here. Anyway, I think my watch updated. So that's it, apart from like putting my long pants. I have shorts on right now because it's still too hot. So apart from changing my pants and putting my boots on and my safety vest, I am done. So Normally I wear a medical necklace, but I have discovered some more allergies over the last few weeks and I really need to order a new one. So at the moment, my medical ID is in my watch and my phone. It's also on my list for my stuff at work, and I'm not wearing rings because my nails is enough and my watch is enough. I end up having gloves and stuff on too when I'm cleaning and stuff. So I just don't wear rings to work. The only ring I would wear permanently to work is an engagement ring, but I don't have one. So that was my get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I filmed this a lot better than I did the other day. Hopefully I can edit this tomorrow and or Monday and upload it this week. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.